Hello students, good morning. How are you all? Students, in the previous class, we have covered like basic of Python, okay, and data types, basics, and some of operators just like arithmetic operator, relational operator, comparison operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, right? In the today class, we will cover some remaining operators, right? Just like a assignment operator, so ternary operator, right? Identity operator, membership operator, right? And after that, we will cover sir flow control statement. In the flow control statement, there are conditional statements, right? Or loops and then jump statement. All right, student. So ये सारे टॉपिक आज की क्लास में हम लोग कवर करेंगे. All right. So this is my brief profile, student. You can join this Telegram, okay, and as well as this Telegram group. Now, first is assignment operator. What is assignment operator and what is the use of this, student? Assignment operator are used to assign value. Basically, assignment operators are used to assign values to variable, right? To variable. We can use assignment operator, assign value to the variable. For example, like x equals to 10. If you write x equals to 10, then what will happen, student? X is 10 is an object stored somewhere else in the memory, and x is pointing to this 10. Okay. Similarly, we can combine assignment operator with some other operator to form compound assignment operator, right? To form compound assignment operator. For example, like x plus equals to 10. X plus equals to 10. Then what is the meaning of this is x equals to x plus 10. Okay. This is compound assignment operator. So the following is the list of all possible compound assignment operator. Just like, for example, plus equals to, we have already covered. Minus equals to means what? Sir, x minus equals to 10 means x equals to x minus 10. Similarly, asterisk equals to, division equals to, modulus, this sign equals to, flow division equals to, power equals to, right? This is the sign for bitwise operator. Bitwise operator equals to means what, sir? Just like, for example, x, for example, what is the meaning of this, student? X equals to x bitwise and 1. Okay. Multiple assignment parallelly you can assign multiple assignment. If you write like this a comma b comma c equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30 in Python, then what is the meaning of this, student? Sir, parallelly, sir, this 10 a is pointing to this 10, student, sir, b is pointing to this 20, c is pointing to this one. Sir, this is happen parallelly, student. Sir, a equals to 10, b equals to 20 and c equals to 30. Okay. Now one more important point, sir, increment and decrement operator, just like x plus plus, sir, plus plus x, x minus minus, minus minus x. Pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement, this is not allowed in Python, student. This is not allowed in Python. Okay. So this note, increment and decrement operator not allowed in Python. Okay. Yes, good morning, Uddhav. Good morning. How? Yes, I am good. What about you? Yes, good morning. Good morning. News Buster. So increment and decrement operators not allowed in Python, student. Now some of special operators. Python define the following two special operators, just like identity operator and membership operator, student. What is identity operator? What is the use of this? So we can use identity operator for address comparison, right? Not for content. Okay, student. So there are two operators, so is and is not. There are two identity operator, is and is not. Sir, how we can use is, so look here, student, R1 is R2. What is the meaning of this line? R1 is R2. It return true. It return true if, this is if, student, return true if both R1 and R2 are pointing to same object. R1 is R2, return true if both R1 and R2 are pointing to same object, right? So basically they are checking the address. Is return true if both R1 and R2 are pointing to same object. And second, R1 is not R2. It return true if both R1 and R2 are not pointing to the same object. Sir, what is the meaning of this, student? For example, sir, A equals to 10 and B equals to 10. Okay. Every day with Sophia and Ayn. Yes, good morning, dear. Good morning. A equals to 10, B equals to 10. What is the meaning of this, student? Sir, yesterday we have seen this concept. If within this range, then 10 is the object stored somewhere else in the memory, and A is pointing to this one. Let the reference of address of this is 1000, and B is also pointing to this one. Okay. If I print A is B and print, sir, A is not B, I'm using this one, student, identity operator, is and is not. What is the output of this, student? Everyone reply. Everyone give answer for this. Yes, Uddhav, Newsbuster. Yes, student. Yes, student. A is B का meaning क्या है? The logical meaning, sir. Sir, ID of A is equals to ID of B. Basically, ID of A equals to ID of B. ID function return what? Sir, the reference ID. Basically, both is pointing to same object. Yes. So the answer of this is what, student? The answer of this is true, because ID of A is 1000, ID of B is 1000, right? A is not B means what, sir? Basically, you are printing, sir, ID of A is not equals to, sir, ID of B. Is it true? No, this is false. A is not B means ID of A is not equals to ID of B. Name. Both not different. Both is same. So that's why this is false. Now, what about this one, student? A equals to 10, B equals to 99. Sir, A equals to 10 means what, sir? The meaning of this is this A 10 and B equals to 99. This is a different object. It's stored somewhere else in the memory, right? Okay. If I print student, print A is B or print A is not B. So tell me, what is the answer for this one and what is the answer for this? In this case, A is B. In this case, A is B, sir. If ID of both ID is same, no, sir. Both is different objects. So in this case, it gives, sir, false. What about this? A is not B. Yes, both are different object. Yes, sir. This is true, student. So in this case, this is true. Okay. What about this one? L1 equals to 1, 2, 3. L2 equals to 1, 2, 3. Print first ID of L1, ID of L2, and print L1 is L2, L1 equal to what? What are the answers for this question, student? Okay. So, dear student, L1 is a list. L1, this is a list. And list is mutable, student. List is mutable. So we can change, sir, L1 and L2, right, in place. So this is mutable. So that's L1 is pointing to this list and L2 is not pointing to this one because both is different list, student. List is mutable, so that's why L1 is pointing to this one, L2 is pointing to this one, right? Okay, sir, what is the ID of L1 and ID of L2? Let's suppose the ID of this is, let I assume here, the ID of this here 1000 and the reference L2. Okay, so what it print is, student? So it print 1000 and one is space set 2000. L1 is L2, sir, this is false. Both are different list, student. What about this one, student? Equals to. Basically, student, this is operator is used for what? Here I am written this is operator is used for address comparison, where this equals to operator is used for content comparison. Okay. So this equals to is used for content comparison. Is the content of both is same? Yes, sir. So this is true, student. Okay. What about L1 is not L2? Yes, sir. L1 is not L2. This is also true, right, student? So in this way, you can use is and is not operator, right? This is the working of is and is operator. All right, student? Because list is mutable, right? Newsbuster, wait for one lecture. This concept will discuss in the list topic. When we will learn list in details, then we will discuss this topic, right? Okay, now next operator is membership operator. So there are two membership operators, student. Here I am using this in and not in. Okay. So we can use membership operator to check whether the given object is present in the given collection, right? Sir, what is collection? Collection, it may be a list, set, tuple, dictionary, right? This is a collection. Okay. So in how we can use, sir, in it return true. Sir, it return true when if the given object is present in the specified collection, right? It return true curve, sir, when if the given object is present in the specified collection. So not in it return true if the given object is not present in the specified collection, right? In this case we can use not in. Okay, so x equals to hello learning Python is very easy. This is the string, student. This is a collection string. Now I want to check h in x. Yes, tell me, h in x, is it true or false? D in x, is it true or false? Sir, D in not in x is true or false? Python in x is true or false? Yes, Newsbuster. What is the answer of this one? Your name is very dangerous. Eh? Newsbuster. Yes, student. H in X. Sir, H in X. Yes, sir. This is true. Right? D in X. Is this true or false, student? D in X. Sir, D in X. D exists in this membership operator. No, sir. D not in X. So this is false. Okay. D not in X. Yes, sir. D not in X. D not exists here. So this return what? Sir, true. Python in X. Yes, Python in X. So this is true. So H in X, this is true. D in X, this is false. D not in X, yes, this is also true. Okay. Now, so what is the answer for this? This list one, this is a list one, Sunny, Bunny, Chinny, and Pinny. Now print Sunny in list one. Yes, this is true, student. Membership operator, this is true. Print Tunny in list one. Sir, Tunny in list one. Is there any Tunny string? No, sir. So this is false. Tunny not in list one, student. So this is true, student. Yes, Tunny not in this list. So in this way, you can use membership operator. All right, student. Now next is ternary operator. This is most important topic. Okay. So ternary operator is very important for gate. So what is the syntax and how we can use ternary operator, student? So this is the syntax. First value if condition, else second value. Okay. So what is the flow of this, student? First execute this condition part. Okay. If this condition is true, if this is true, then first value, then this first value. If this condition is true, then first value x answer assign first value. Okay. This value executed. Sir, if condition is false, if this value condition is false, this is true. If this condition is false, then this one is. Okay. So if condition is true, then first value will be considered, else second value will be considered. For example, a comma b equals to 10 comma 20. Then what is the meaning of this, sir? A equals to 10 and b equals to 20, right? And now this is the ternary operator. Sir, first check this one, student. First check this condition. A is less than b or not? Sir, yes, this is true because 10 is less than 20. So this is true. Then answer of this is what, sir? 30. So what value assign in x, sir? 30 assign in x, student. So the output of this one is 30. All right. Now, student, what is the answer? Print x. What it print? Yes, student, say something. Yes, Lucky Raghu. Yes, lecture notes available on Get Set Go. Okay. So my dear student, A comma B comma C 10 20. Sir, what is the meaning of parallel assignment? A is 10, sir, B is 20, and C is what, sir? 5. So now this is the ternary operator. First of all, check this condition, student. First of all, check this condition. A less than B and A less than C, this is true or false, student? Here A is 10, 10 less than 20, this one is true. And A less than C, sir, this 10 less than 5, this is false. If anyone is false in the AND operator, then overall this condition is false, student. Overall this condition false, then go to on the else part, student. So go to on this else part. Understood, student? Because of this is condition is false. Understood? A less than C, not. So overall this is false. So now first check, sir, first check here what, sir? First check, sir, B less than C. First check this condition, B less than C. Is it true or false, student? Sir, B less than C, this is again false. Then go to on the else part of this. Sir, what is else part? C. So what is the answer of this, student? So answer of this is what's a C? Sir, what is the value of C, student? 5. So this value is 5. Okay. So output of this. All right. Yes, student. Yes, everyone reply answer for this question. Yes, student. What is the right answer for this question? Sir, which combination of the integer variable x, y, and z makes variable a get the value 4? Get the value 4 in the following expression. Okay. in which expression is student, in which cases the value a get 4 student. So basically you have to answer which option is correct, okay. So you want to get the value 4 student. So tell me, a and b generate 4 student in any possibility. In any possibility, can a and b can generate 4 student? Never, sir, never, because there is no subtraction operation here, no division like this. Sir, A is 6, sir, Y is 5, Z is 3. How you will get student 4? So directly you can remove A. Understood? No need to check unnecessary. Don't kill your time, student. Sir, X equals to 6, Y equals to 3, Z equals to 2. Can you generate 4? Right? Can you generate 4? X equals to 6, Y equals to 3, Z equals to, because you need 4 students, so you cannot generate it. What about, so don't check, don't waste your time, student. Directly come at the C and D option. In C option, sir, X equals to 5, Y equals to 4. Here this is 1 4 1 4. So you will get you can get a student 4, and Z equals to 5. So now in C option, sir, if X equals to 5, Y equals to 4, and Z equals to 5 student, right? So first of all, check what is student. First of all, which condition check student? So if this first condition, this check, okay. So in the C expression, sir, X greater than Y? Yes, sir. X is greater than Y. Student, look here, X is 5, Y is 4. This condition is true. Sir, if this condition is true, student, then answer must be what, sir? It should be Y. But if this is true, then this is X, or false pe Z hai, no Y. Understood? Let's in this expression, this condition is true, so this expression evaluated, okay. If this is false, then go to else part, and this expression evaluated. So in C option, this condition is true, X greater than Y, and you come at this left hand side, this portion. If X greater than Z, agar ye true hua bachche, if this is true, then answer X. If it is false, then answer Z. But you want, sir, 4, there is no Y here, so this is not answer. Understood? Because answer kya hona chahiye tha, sir, Y. Okay, here if this is true, then X, otherwise Z hai, but X is 5, Z is 5. You need what, sir? 4. So this is not answer, right? Student C. Come to D part, student. X is 3, Y is 4, Z is 2. So X is 3, Y is 4. So in this case, this condition is false. Go to on the else part. In else part, Y greater than Z. Yes, sir. This Y is greater than Z. Y is greater than Z. Then answer is what, sir? This answer is Y. Okay. So this is correct, student. What is the value of Y? So D is the right answer for this question. Okay. So D is the right answer for this question. X3, Y4, Z2. Now next is flow control statement. What is flow control statement? What is the use of flow control statement, student? Yes. So flow control statements describe the order in which the statement will be executed at runtime, right? Statement will be executed at runtime. Okay. In the flow control, we will discuss conditional statement. Conditional statements. transfer statements, and iterative statements. Okay. Sir, in conditional statement, we will discuss, sir, first discuss, sir, if. Second, we'll discuss, sir, if else. And third, we'll discuss if elif. Right? This is the shortcut form of else if, right, student? Fourth, if elif else. Right? And fifth is match condition. Okay. So these are the conditional statement. It is just like a if in normal C programming language. This is if else for branching, right? If elif for multiple conditions, right? It is just like a if else if, right? Here else is optional, student. And now if else if else, later if else, right? Student, match just like a switch in C programming. All right. But this is more advanced, right? And this is added in Python 3.10 version. Okay. It is just like a switch in C programming language. This is more advanced as compared to switch. Okay. And transfer statement, break, continue and pass. इसके अंदर we will discuss, sir, break, continue and pass. And iterative statement में we will discuss for loop and while loop, right? So this is known as, sir, loop, for loop and while loop. And this is also known as jump statement, student. These two. Okay. So let's first discuss, sir, if. First discuss this if. In this order, we will complete this flow control. First if elif, else, if else, if elif else, match, break, continue, pass, for and while loop. Okay. Now, but before we start the if, first discuss the concept of indentation, student. First discuss the concept of indentation, right? What is indentation? What is the use of indentation? Yes, student. Sir, if I talk about in C programming, how we can define block in C programming, student. In C programming, how we can define block? So this if and condition. I want to define the block of if, then in C programming we use what's our curly braces. This is opening curly braces, right? And here this is closing curly braces. So curly braces define the block. Sorry, so it doesn't matter if curly braces, this is the starting of block and this is the ending of block, right? So indentation doesn't matter. Sir, in C programming language, you can write from here one line, or you can write from here. You can write here, right? You can write from this one. Okay, you can write like this and this, no problem at all. Because block defined by curly braces. So this is valid, student. This is valid in C programming language. No problem at all. This is valid. Understood. Because block is defined by curly braces, no problem. Okay. No problem with indentation. You can write whole program in a single line, no problem at all. Right, student? But in case of Python, there is no curly braces concept, student. So in Python, here I am writing if and condition. If I write like this, because there is no curly braces concept, if I write like this, one statement from here, another from here, this one here, and this one like this one. So is it valid? How we can define the block of if, student? This block, this is the starting instruction, this is the ending instruction, because there is no curly braces concept. Yeah. So is it valid in Python? Yes, some buffering issue. Yes, I got. So this is invalid. Invalid in Python because you can't determine the block of if start from here and end from here. So this is invalid, student. Understood? So this is invalid, student, right? So what is the correct form of this, student? So use indentation concept, student. So indentation in Python means space or tabs that are added in the beginning of a line of code, right? To define a block, right, student? For example, use tab spaces, student, space or tab, but same tab, right? So I want to define this if block, right? So all in the same tab. So similarly, for if you use else part also, okay. So you can check here, sir, if or else combination, the if and else, the indentation of this is same. Similarly, sir, all line indentation is same, all line start from here, right? So this is if block, student. This is what, sir? This is if block, and here this is else block. Okay. Understood? This is if block and this is else block. So this is correct, student. This is if block, and here this is else block. So basically, uses of indentation means it define code hierarchy, right? It makes the code readable and well structured. Okay. So basically, Python uses indentation to define code block, student. So this is valid, student. Understood? Now, tell me, sir, this is example number 1. This is example number 1, student, and here this example 2, now 3 and 4. So tell me which one is valid, student? This syntax is valid or not? Yes, everyone give answer for this. This syntax is valid or not, student? This is valid, student. This is valid because indentation of if or else same, and here the indentation is the same. Indentation is same, student. Okay, so this one is valid. So this one is valid. Perfect, sir. This is valid. Okay. What about second example? What about second example, student? Is it valid? So second में this else and if and else indentation is same, student. Similarly, this block indentation is same and this block is indentation same. Let this is block 1 and here this is block 2. So my dear student, if and else indentation of if else it must be same. Yes, this is same indentation, right? And the indentation of all statement inside a single block it must be same. Yes sir, all indentation same, right? But different block inside this block 2 all statement indentation same, right? Right? Yes, so this is valid. No need to check the block 1 indentation and block 2 indentation. No need to check, bache. No need to check this block 1 and block 2. Both are separate block, student. Both are separate block. All right. So this is also valid. Indentation inside a single block must be same, but no need to check two different block indentation, right? So this is also valid. Now, what about statement number, this example number 3rd, is it valid? So my dear student, this is not valid. Directly you can say, sir, this is not valid. This is not valid. Here, without if you cannot use else or if and else indentation different. This is invalid. Directly you can say this is invalid, right? What about this one? Invalid. What about example number 4? Sir, here if and else is same indentation, this is same. But my dear student, inside this block, indentation of all statement is not same. This is start from here, some tab spaces. So here problem in this. So this is invalid. So I think, is it clear? Right. So this is valid. This is not valid. Now first discuss if student, if statement, if condition is true, then if block statement will be executed. Sir, what about false? No. If is saying only if this condition is true, then only if block statement will be executed. Okay. What is the syntax of this, student? So there are two type syntax. First write keyword if student condition, and this colon, and here is statements. You can write all n number of statements separated by semicolon student, separated by semicolon. For example, statement one semicolon, statement two semicolon. Like this. All right, student. So you can write all statement in single line and separated by semicolon. But this is not readable, bache. This is not human readable. Sir, if you want to see the statement like here, then you have to horizontally scroll, right? Program horizontally scroll. This is not readable. This is not readable. Okay, student. If you horizontally see your whole program, then this is not readable, student. Okay. So this type of syntax prefer only for single statement, right? Single statement. So this is इसको हम बोलते हैं बच्चे इनलाइन ब्लॉक प्रेफर फॉर सिंगल लाइन स्टेटमेंट. Prefer for single line statement, right? Otherwise, if multiple statement, then this is not human readable, student. Horizontally scrolling is not a readable, student. Not good practice. Okay. So then use another syntax. Syntax 2, student. If condition, and you can write all statement like statement number 1, statement number 2, okay. So this is the body of if indentation. All write all statement vertically. Write all statement vertically with the same tab spaces, right? With the same indentation. So this is the block of if, right, student? So first of all, क्या होगा? How we can execute this, sir? If this is true, if this condition is true, then this block is executed. Okay. If this condition is true, then this block is executed. If this condition is false, then you exit from this one. Okay. Similarly, if single statement, if this condition is true, then you execute this one. Okay. If this is false, then you exit from this structure. Okay. So vertically scrolling is human readable. Vertically scrolling is human readable. After the last statement of this if block, you exit from this structure. After reading the last statement, you exit from this structure. All right. So exit from if block. Understood? Now next is branching or if else. If condition is true, then action, if block execute. If false, then what, sir? Then else part execute, student. So this is if block, student, and this is else block. Okay. So first of all, this condition is check, student. If this condition is true, then this part is execute. Okay. This part is execute. Okay. And after this execution, you exit from this if else structure. Okay. Sir, if this condition is false, then what happens, sir? Sir, if this condition is false, student, then this part execute. Okay. If this condition is false, then this part execute, and after this you come exit from this if else structure. Okay. Okay. So I want to check how we can use this, sir. I want to check the number is even or odd. So for, take a number from user, student. So how we can take, sir, by with the help of input function, enter number, right? Enter number, and this number is a string. So for this you have to typecast integer, right? Typecast it. If you enter if you enter here 10, let's suppose if you enter 10, so 10 assigned here this n. Now after this check condition, sir, if n modulus 2 is equals to 0, if this condition is true, n modulus 2 equals to 0, then number is, sir, print even number. Display here print even number. Else print odd number. So in this way you can use if else structure. All right, student. So this is if else. So what is the output of this? Even number. Output is display this condition is true. All right. Now next is if else. We can say ladder if else, student. Sir, n number of condition, out of n condition only one condition true, then on one condition true, right? Based on the condition, the corresponding action will be executed, student. If this condition is true, then this action executed and exit from this structure, right? If this is false, then check this condition. If this is true, then this action, this code, this block execute and exit from this if else structure, right? If this is again false, then execute, sir, this else part. Okay. So this is just like ladder if else. Ladder if else, sir, just like अगर आप marksheet का program बनाएंगे, so in a marksheet program, sir, there are many conditions. If grade is greater than equals to 90, then this is excellent. If grade is greater than equals to 80 and 90, this is very good, right? Very good. And 80 to 70, then sir, good. Okay. So like this is तरह से I want to make a write a program for marksheet. So in marksheet, n number of conditions, but out of n condition, only one condition is true. Then what we will use? We will use if else structure. So here is, student, first of all check this condition part. Sir, what is the flow of execution? First of all check this part, student. If this condition is true, then this action is executed. Okay. And after execution of this action, sir, you exit from this structure, right? Exit here. Sir, if this is false, then what, sir? If this is false, then what? If this is false, then, student, this part execute. Okay. This part execute. So first this part execute. Okay. Sir, if this is true, if there are two options, if this is true, then this part execute, Okay, this action 2 executed. Okay, and after execution you exit from this structure. Only one code executed, student. Only one code, right? Now, sir, if this is false, then you go to at condition 3. Now check condition 3. If this condition is true, then this part executed, student. This action 3 or block 3, this block is executed. And you exit from this one. If this is false, then this is a default else part, student. Default action executed, right? If this condition is false, then this default action executed. And after default action, you exit from this system. This is the flow, right? So guarantee say only one action will be executed here. Little bit buffering. अभी भी बफरिंग हो रहा है क्या उद्धव? Still buffering, student? Yes, anyone please confirm? Still buffering? Yes, student? Tell me, still buffering? अभी भी बफरिंग हो रहा है या रिजॉल्व हो गया है? ओके, यस बोल दिया है मैंने, ठीक हो गया है आई थिंक. ओके, वेरी गुड. So out of this, student, out of all action 1, action 2, action 3 default action, only one action will be executed. Only one action executed, student. Okay, either this one, if this is true, then exit. If this is false, then this action 2, right? Execute and exit. If this is again false, this condition, then this action executed, and else if this is again false, then default action, right? Only one action will be executed here. Okay. But my dear student, this else part is optional, student. Else is not mandatory. This is else is always optional. Okay. Else part is always optional. Okay. So just like look here, note else part is always optional, student. So if this condition true, then this code execute and exit. If this is false, then this code execute and exit. So if this is false, then check this condition, this code execute. If this is false, then no one is executed, student. Okay. So first of all, check this one, student. If this is true, then this portion, this code executed, okay. And after this execution, you exit from this structure, student. But sir, if this condition is false, then check this one, student. Check this condition. If this is true, then this code executed, student. If this is true, this code execute, okay. And after execution, you exit from this structure. All right, fine. Sir, if this is false, then go to this condition check, right? If this condition is true, then this code executed, right? And after execution, you exit from this one. Sir, if this is false, then what will happen, sir? You exit from entire structure. Okay. So here, sir, at most one at most one among code 1, code 2, code 3. Will be executed. Okay. Why, sir, at most? Because there is no else part here, student. Maybe zero code executed, no code executed. That's why at most. At most one code, because this is not no else part, student. So hence the following are various possible syntaxes here. We have seen, sir, if else, if-elif-else, and if-elif. Okay. Now next is iterative statement, student. If you want to execute a group of statement multiple times, then we should go for iterative statements, right? Python support two types of iterative statements, sir, for loop and while loop. So now first discuss, student, for loop. A for loop is used to iterate over a sequence, student. Over a sequence or collection, over a sequence or collections. Okay. Sequence or collection. Sequence just like a what is the meaning of this sequence? Just like a range function, student. Sir, list, range, string. These are the sequences, and collections just like a list, tuple, set, dictionary, etc. A for loop is used to iterate over a sequence or collections. Like, oh, sir, what is sequence? Just like a range function or a string function, there is a sequence, and collection just like a collection just like a list, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay. And execute a block of code for each element. And execute a block of code for each element, student. Okay. So what is the syntax for a loop, student? So for loop, write for student, for keyword x in sequence, or we can say collections, student. X in sequence or in collections, right here. So don't write both two, just understand either sequence or collections. It may be sequence or collection here. Okay. So X in sequence or collections. Then body will be executed for every element present in this sequence. So this is the body of this for loop. What is sequence or collections means, sir? You can use like a range function, sir, string. This is the sequence, and collections just like a list, tuple, set, dictionary, sir, etc. Okay. For every element, for every element present in this sequence, then this body will be executed, student. Okay. The body will be executed for every element present in the sequence. So body will be executed for every element present in the sequence. Okay. So this is one syntax, student. This body, sir, execute when, sir? This body will be executed for every element present in this sequence. All right. Now another sequence, student. So another syntax, not sequence. Another syntax for loop. For x in sequence or collection, right here colon, and this body will be executed for every element present in this sequence. Else, this else, this is else body. Sir, what is the meaning of this, student? Sir, for every element present in this sequence, this body will be executed, right? And after complete iteration, after complete iterate of this loop, this else part will be executed, student. This else part will be executed. Understood? Sir, when this body executed, for every element x present in this sequence, this body will be executed. After completion of this for loop, right? Yeah, initially the false of this loop, this else part will be executed. Okay, student. Then, sir, when, sir, else part will not execute, student? My dear student, if break keyword, if break keyword, right, if break keyword here, then else part will not execute, student. Break means exit from this for loop. Else is the part of this for loop, student. If you get this break statement, you exit from entire for loop body, student. So this is very important note. Look, everyone look here. Else is optional here, student. Else is not mandatory. Else is optional, just like this code, student. Else is optional. But if you write else, then else is optional inside loop execution. If break statement is not executed, then only else part will be executed. Else means loop without break. Else means loop without break, student. Here else is optional, student. Else is optional inside loop execution. If break statement not executed, then only else part will be executed. Understood, student? So what is the meaning of else? Means loop without break. Now next, first understand range function. Sir, what is range function? So range, it is a function, it generates a sequence of integer values only, right? So range is a function, it generates sequence of integer values. Okay, student. So there range, so syntax of range, here I am passing three argument, argument 1, argument 2 and argument 3. So argument 1 is what? This is known as start. Right? Argument 2 is, this is what, student? This is stop. What about, sir, argument 3? Argument 3, this is step size. Okay. step, and it cannot be 0 बच्चे. Step it can't 0, right? If it is 0, then error. Okay. Now, sir, here this start, this is inclusive, and stop is exclusive, student. This is inclusive. So this is inclusive, and stop, this is exclusive. Okay. And argument, this is inclusive and this is exclusive. And all argument must be integer, student. Here all argument must be integer. Right? This is integer, not float, not allowed here. Okay. So this is the case first, student. And example for this case, this is the example for this case, student. So everyone reply answer for this question. For x in this range, this is a sequence, print x. For every element present in this sequence, sir, it print x. Okay, student. So range 523, what is the meaning of this? Sir, 5, this is a start, and 20, this is a stop. And sir, this is inclusive, and this 20 is exclusive. Okay. So what sequence it generates, student? First generates sir 5, so it print 5, student. And after 5, sir, 5 plus 3, this is step, student. Here this is step. 5 plus 3 is 8, next is 8. Then 8 plus 3 is what, sir? 11. 11 plus 3 is what, sir? 14. 14 plus 3 is what, sir? 17. 17 plus 3 is what, sir? 20. But 20 is exclusive. This is stop, and 20 is exclusive, student. Right? So this 20 is what, sir? This is exclusive. So this is exclusive. So that's why this is your answer. Okay. It print 5, 8, 11, 14 and 17. Okay. Sir, case number 2, if only 2 argument, then what does it mean, student? If only 2 argument, then first treat as a start, and this is stop. And by default step size is what, sir? Default step is considered as a 1, student. Okay. So example of this is the example for x in range 2, 10. So ये start है बच्चे, फटाफट बताइए सर. This is 2. सर default step कितना है? सर default step is 1, student. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. But my dear student, stop is exclusive. This is exclusive. So right, so this is exclusive. So this is your answer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now case number 3rd, if only one argument, then what is the meaning of this, student? If only one argument here, then this is treat as a stop, student. This treat as stop. Default start is 0. Default start. Default step. Default step is 1. So this is the example. Sir, x in range, this is a stop, student. So default start is what, student? Default start is 0. Okay. Yes, 0. And then default step is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Now next 1. And after this 1 plus 1 is 2. But this treat as a what, sir? Stop. And stop is exclusive, right? Stop is exclusive. So that's why this is not included. So this is answer, student. So your answer is 0, 1. Okay. This is error, student. This case is error. This is error. You cannot blank this, right? So this function, it generate what, sir? Error. What about this one, student? 260. 260 is what, sir? Sir, step can't be 0, so I think this is error, student. Step can't be 0. Okay. So what is the output of this, student? Bolo bhai. Say something. Okay, student, I am resolving it. Okay. For x in the range 0, so if only one argument, it treat as what, sir? It treat as stop. This is not step, student. If only one argument, it treat as stop. Okay. So if stop is 0, so it generate what, sir? Empty sequence. Stop is 0, right, student? Stop ही 0 है. So stop is excluded, it generate empty. Now next. For x in the range 10, 5, minus 1, print x. What it print? So what it print, student? Sir, first start is 10, 10 minus, this is 9, and for 9, this is 8, sir, 7, 6, 5. So 5 is stop, and stop is excluded, student. So this is your answer. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right. Now what about second? X in this range, starting from what, sir? The start is 10, and step size is minus 2. 10 minus 2, this is 8. 8 minus 2, this is 6. 6 minus 2, this is 4, student. But the stop is 5, so this is not excluded. So this is your answer. All right. What about last one? For x in the range minus 10, minus 1, 1. Minus 10, minus 1, 1. So here start is minus 10, and step is 1. Minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9, right? Minus 9 plus 1, minus 8, and minus 8, this is minus 7, minus 6, sir, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, and minus 1. But minus 1 is a stop, so that's why this is not included, right? So this is your answer. Okay. Yes, student. What is the answer for this question? This and this. Yes, everyone reply answer. Yes, student, fast. All of you give answer. I'm waiting your answer, waiting for your answer. You are saying error, error, error. Why error? Why? So, my dear student, this is start, you know, and here this is stop, and this is step size. My dear student, if you start from 2, right, and step is -1, if you add this -1, then this is 1. If you add -1, then this is 0, -1, then -1, then -2, then -3, then -4. You never reach to this 6, student. Sir, you never reach this 6, student, because this is a stop. This is a stop. You have to come at this right before this, right, student? This is a stop. But if step is negative, you never reach at this stop, student. So in this case, what should I do, sir? In this case, it generate empty sequence, empty string, right? Nothing, कुछ नहीं आएगा बच्चे. Okay. Sir, here stop is what, sir? Stop is 0. If you start from 5 and as, step size is 1, next is 5 plus 1 is 6, next is 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. You never reach 0 up towards, you never reach 0, right? This is a stop. So again, this generate what, sir? Empty. Understood? What about last one, student? My dear student, here start is 5. Okay. And stop is also 5. Stop is also 5, but stop is what, sir? Stop is exclusive. This is what, student? Exclusive. This is not added, right? This is exclusive. So if this is exclusive, then it is what, sir? It is not included. So again, it generate what, sir? Empty. It generate what, sir? Empty. Empty string. Okay. Nothing. कुछ नहीं आएगा बच्चे. Understood? So this is a range function, student. Now next go to while loop, student. Next is while loop. A while loop is used to repeat a block of code, student, block of code, as long as a given condition is true. A while loop is used to repeat a block of code A while loop is used to repeat a block of code as long as a given condition is true. A while loop is used to repeat a block of code as long as a given condition is true. Sir, means what? Sir, जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू है बच्चे तब तक while लूप चलता रहे. ओके, तब तक while लूप चलता रहे, तब तक लूप चलता रहे. इसके लिए हम क्या यूज करेंगे सर? while लूप, राइट? सर व्हेन वी विल यूज फॉर लूप, व्हेन वी विल यूज while लूप स्टूडेंट. फॉर लूप कब हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं? जब कलेक्शंस गिवन हो, गिवन कलेक्शन और सीक्वेंसेस हों, तो फॉर लूप वहाँ लगेगा. बट समटाइम्स कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, हमें नहीं पता कि कितने नंबर ऑफ स्टेप चलेगा. तो कब तक चले? जब तक कि कंडीशन ट्रू है तब तक चलता रहे, राइट? इस तरह की सिचुएशन में हम while लूप को प्रेफर करेंगे. ऑल राइट. So what is the syntax of while loop student? So write here while keyword, write here while keyword, condition, and this is the body of this while loop. Okay. What is the flow of this while loop student? Sir, if first of all check this condition, if this condition is true, then this body execute, and after this again go to this condition part. If this condition again true, then again this body execute, again true, then again this body, again true, again body, again true, again body. Sir, बाहर जब ये condition false होगी, then you exit from this, exit from while loop. Okay. So this is the syntax one. Sir, another syntax is while with else student. Syntax 2, write while condition, while condition, this is the body of while loop, else, this is the body of else part. Okay. The flow of this code is what, sir? First of all, check this condition. If this condition is true, then this body executed student, right? Okay. And again go to this condition. So this is loop student, this is loop. When this condition is false, then go to this else part, this body student. But my dear student, if is there any break here? If break मिल जाता है बच्चे, then else part will not execute student, right? Then else part will not execute. Understood? So here else means what, sir? Here else is optional student. The else block execute only if this else is optional. This is optional student. This is optional. The else block executes the else block executes only if the loop ends only if the loop ends normally. Only if the loop ends normally, student. Means not by a break. Normally means not by a break, student. Understood? So this else part, this is optional, student. The else block execute only if the loop ends normally, right? Loop ends normally, not via break, student. So else means loop without break, student. This is another syntax, okay? Let's write one example. If I equals to 1, I equals to 1, while I less than equals to 3, while I less than equals to 3, print I, and I plus equals to 1, print I and I plus equals to 1, else part, loop finished. So what is the output of this, student? While I less than equals to 3, print I, if I equals to 2, break I plus equals to 1, else part, loop finished. Yes, yes, everyone reply answer for both question. What is the output of 1, sir? I is 1, sir. 1 less than equals to 3, yes, condition true hai. It print what, sir? 1, and I equals to I plus 1. So this is what, sir? Sir, 2. Okay, again go to after this, again go to this portion. Okay, sir, 2 less than equals to 3, yes, print, sir, this one by default new line character, so it print in and distinguish the new line character, right? So next line may it print what, sir? 2, and cursor blink here, and I equals to I plus 1, so this is what is 3. So again, so 3 less than equals to 3, it print 3, right? After this it is 4, student. So 4 less than 3, this condition is false, right? If this is false, then come to else part and it print, sir, loop finished. Loop finished, student. What about second part? In second part, I equals to 1, 1 less than 3, print I is print, sir, 1. Is I equals to 2 hai? No, sir. So this condition is false, break not execute, and I plus equals to 1, so this is 2. Okay, and 2 is less than equals to 3 hai. Yes, condition true hai, print 2, but 2 equals to this condition is true. If break is executed, student, so you exit from this entire sir, this body, sir, entire this. If break is executed, then you exit from this entire while loop structure, student. Okay, then the output is what, sir? 1 2. Else means what, sir? Else means loop without break. Else means what, sir? Loop without break. Else means loop without break. Understood, student? So answer is 1 2. Okay. So what is the right answer for this? Everyone reply answer for this question, right? Such type of question may be asked in GATE exam. So you can take 1 or 2 minutes and reply correct answer for this question. Okay. Okay, student. So what is the answer? Uddhav is 1 time. Lucky Raghu 12 times. Newsbuster 1 time. Okay. What about others? Sir, x equals to 4096 means 4096 means what, student? It is what, sir? 4096 is 2 की power 12 ना? 2 की power 10 is 1024 into 4. So 1024 into 4 का मतलब क्या हुआ? 2 की power 12. Okay. So 2 की power 12. Sir, how 2 की power sir 12 sir means x is sir 2 की power 12. Sir, what is the binary of this one? Sir, 1 followed by 12 0. Okay. Now count is 0, student. While x, sir, x is non-zero value, na? X is non-zero value. This is non-zero value. Always true. Sir, non-zero value means this is always true. Sir, which value? Sir, 20. Sir, 4096 means this is 2 ki power 12, right? So this is true. Understood, student? Now, if this is true, then x bitwise end with 1. X bitwise end with 1. So this is x, student. What about 1, student? How we can write 1, sir? This here 12 0, sir. If you bitwise end this one, then you will get what, sir? All 0. समझे? So this is 0 and the one remaining all to 0 है. So this decimal value of this is what, student? The decimal value of this is 0. So overall this decimal value is what, sir? Here this is, you will get what, sir? 0. And 0 means what, student? False. 0 means false. Understood? 0 means kya? Sir, false. If this false, this if part this not executed and x right shift 1, x bitwise right shift operator 1. So one right shift doing what, sir? It divide the number divide by 2. Every right shift divide the number divide number by 2. So divide number by 2, then now the next number is this is 2048. In the same pattern, sir 2048 is what, sir? 2 की power sir 11. Sir 2 की power 11 and 1 के साथ bitwise end करेंगे. Again it will get, sir, what, sir? False. So this never execute, student. Never nahi, abhi nahi execute because this is false. So that's why this not execute. Again right shift operator, right, every right shift divide by 2. So every right shift divide by 2. So this is 1024. Okay. Again you write 1024, 1 followed by 10 0 and then bitwise end with 1. Bitwise end with 1. Okay. After this you go to this one. Bitwise end with 1. Then you will get 0. So again false. So this code not executed, right, student? Not execute. Again next time a right shift operator, every right shift divide by 2. So now dear student, it divide by 2 divide by 2. Now finally it divide by 2 is this value is 1. So 1 mean non-zero means true. If this value is 1, then what is the 1, sir? How we can write, sir, 1? So like this one. If this number is 1 and this number is also 1, all right? Sir, both is 1, no need to write prefix 12 0, student, no need to write here. So you will get what? So 1. So overall this number is what is student? Overall this number is 1. Now in this case, this condition is true only for one time, right? So this is true only for one time, and this print gate 2026 is printed and count equals to count plus 1. So this is 1. Okay. Now after this, sir, again right shift operator, if you perform right shift here, then this is 0. Okay, this is 0, this condition is false. If this condition is false, then you exit, come at this line. Now gate 2026 will be printed how many times, sir? What is the value of count? Sir, count value is 1. So 1 time, student. So this is answer. Understood? Okay, the right answer is what, sir? 1. Now next is nested loop. Nested loop means what, sir? Loop inside loop. A nested loop means having one loop inside another loop, student. The inner loop runs completely for each iteration of the outer loop. You know very well, the time complexity of nested loop is what? The time complexity of nested loop equals to outer loop iteration inner loop iteration. Total number of outer loop iteration multiplied by inner loop iterations. Okay. For example, for example, I in range 4 is student, j in range 4, I in range 4, j in range 4. Print I comma j and use, I am using end string. So what is the output of this, student? Yes, student. What is the output of this code? But a nested loop means what? A nested loop means having one loop inside another loop. The inner loop runs completely for each iteration of the outer loop. Understood? So the time complexity of outer loop equals to number of iterations in the outer loop multiplied by number of iteration in the inner loop. So this is outer loop, here this is inner loop. Okay, so I'm printing this one. So what it print? So everyone reply, answer, output. Yes. Student, range, this range function was 0, sir, 1, 2 and 3, because and not this is a fourth is a stop not included, right? And this start from 0, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so if I is 0, student, if I is 0 and then j is 0, it iterate for every element present in this sequence, right? Similarly for j is 0, so print ij. So it print what, sir? It print ij means, sir, 0, 0. Okay, and after this you end string is this is what, sir? This empty string, this is empty. I am treating just like a single space, not empty string. So it print 0, 0, and end string is what, sir? Space. You stop here, right? End string one, sir, one space. Then I 0. Then next iterate for after this print. You go to this one, student. Now j equals to 1. So this is 0, 1, right? Now again, sir, 0, 2. So then again, so this is 0, 3. Okay, and entire after completion of this one, you come at this line, student. What is the meaning of this one? Print means what, sir? By default end string is what, sir? Sir, slash n. So you come at this position, slash n end string. You can write slash n also. By default end string is a new line character, so new line आप यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे. Okay, after this you go to at this for loop, outer for loop, student. Now I equals to what, sir? 1. Then again 1 के लिए you can iterate, sir this is 1 0, here 1 1, sir 1 2 1 3. Similarly same pattern sir, फिर now this I is 2 2 0, sir 2 1 2 2 2 3, and so this is the output. Okay. Now next is transfer statement, student. So transfer statements में break and continue. Break, sir, we can use break statement inside loop to break loop execution based on some conditions. I want to early break, I want to exit early from the loop, then we can use, sir, break statement. Okay. So for I in this range 10, sir, what is the meaning of this, sir? 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 means what, sir? For 0 to 9 means what, sir? The possible value of this is, sir, 0, 1, sir, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So when I is 0, student, so I equals to 7 and no, I not 7, right? Print I. So I इसने print किया, sir, 0. Now next I is 1 हुआ. After this line, you again go to, after this line, again go to this for loop. Sir, I1 हुआ, 1 equals to 7 है, no. So it print what, sir? 1. Similarly, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. When I equals to 7, so I equals to 7, this condition is true, satisfied. It print what? Processing is enough, please break. So here output is processing is enough. Please break. Okay. So after this, you got, sir, this break keyword and you exit from this entire loop. So this is the output. This is the use of break. Okay. You want to exit early from the loop, then you can use break. Okay. So this is the output. Now continue. Continue can use continue statement to skip the current iteration and continue the next iteration. Continue, skip the current iteration and continue the next iteration, बच्चे. Okay. For I in the range 10. So 10 range means what, sir? So 10 range means 0 to 9, right? Range function we have already covered, right? So 0, sir, 1, sir, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So when I is 0, student, I is 0, then what will happen? Sir, I is 0, I modulus 2 equals to 0. This is true or false? Yes, sir, this is true. So if this is true, you enter in the if block, so you will get, sir, continue. Continue, skip the current iteration and start next iteration. So it skip the current iteration. It skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. So this is not printed. Okay. It will not print, student. I not print. So this is not printed. Okay. Now go to next. I is, sir, 1. Sir, 1 modulus 2 equals to 0 hai. This condition is false. So continue not execute, right, student? So you print here, sir, print is 1. And after this, you again go to this for loop. Sir, I is 2. 2 modulus 2 equals to 0 hai. Yes, this condition is true. Again, you will get, sir, continue, skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. So this is skip, right? And start the next iteration. Okay. So this is 3. I3 modulus 2 equals to 0. No, false. So this continue not execute. So print what is 1? 3. Okay. And after this, again go to this one. So if I is 4, then 4 modulus 2 equals to 0. Yes, condition true hai. You will get continue. So it skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. So this is 5. 5 modulus 2 equals to 0. No, so it print 5. Basically, it print what, sir? Odd number. Sir, again, this is not printed. It print what, sir? Odd number. Okay. Again, this is not printed, and it print what, sir? Odd number 9. So this is the output, student. 13579. All right. So this is the use of continue. Okay. Continue, you use to skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. Yes, student. Everyone reply answer for this question. What is the right answer for this question, student? बच्चे इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आपको गेट एग्जाम में मिल सकता है. I equals to 1, j equals to 1. For I in the range 1 to 11, I modulus 3 is not equals to 0. Then if this condition is true, then j equals to j plus 2. And continue. If j modulus 3 equals to 0, then break keyword. Print I plus j. Yes, everyone reply answer. Yes, student. You can take 1 minute and reply correct answer in first attempt. Yes, say something. बोलो भाई, क्या आंसर आया? Yes, Uddhav, Newsbuster, Lucky, Raghu. So my dear student, this I goes to, sir, where to where? Sir, 1 to 10, student. Okay. The possible value of I is what, sir? Sir, 1 to 10. Hmm. So initially j equals to what? Sir, initially j equals to 1. I initially also 1. Okay. I is also initially, sir, 1. Okay. for I in the range 1 to 11, let I in the range 1 to 11, I is already 1, so this is 1. I modulus 3 is not equals to 0. Yes, sir, 1 modulus 3, this 1 modulus 3 is not equals to 0. Yes, yes, sir, because remainder is 1, 1 not equals to 0, correct hai? So this is correct. So j equals to j plus 2. So j equals to j plus 2, say it become what, student? So 3. So this is 3, student. Understood? Understood? Yes. And then continue. You get, sir, continue. Continue, skip the current iteration. Skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. Understood? Now again go to this for loop for I in the range. Now I is what, student? I is 2. Sir, 2 modulus 3 is not equals to 0, student. Yes, sir. Again this condition is 2. 2 modulus 3 remainder is 2, not equals to 0. Condition true है. So j में क्या add हो जाए? J plus 2. So j plus 2, sir, 3 plus 2 is what, sir? 3 plus 2. This is 5. All right. And again continue, skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. Again start the next iteration. Now I equals to 3. So 3 modulus 3 is not equals to 0. No, sir. 3 modulus 3 is 0. 0 is not equals to 0. This condition is false. Sir, if this is false, then no, continue not executed and come to this part, right? And check here, j modulus 3 equals to 0. J modulus 3 equals to 0. No, sir, because j is 5. 5 modulus 3 equals to 0. No, this condition is false. So if this condition is false, this break is not executed, right? Break is not executed. And after this, you go to this for loop, student. Okay, you go to this for loop. And now go to this for loop, right? After this, I equals to, sir, 4. So 3 pay, this no output. Now I equals to 4. Sir, 4 modulus 3 is not equals to 0. Yes, remainder is, sir, remainder is 1, right? This condition is 2. So j equals to j plus 2. So 5 plus 2 is what, sir? This is 7. And continue, skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. So this is 5, I equals to 5. 5 modulus 3 equals to 0 है? नहीं है, condition true है बच्चे, not equals to 0. This is true, j equals to j plus 2. So this is what, student? This is 9. Okay. And continue, skip the current iteration and start the next iteration. So this is 6, right? I modulus 3 is not equals to 0 है? No, sir. I is 6 बच्चे. I क्या है? Sir, I is 6. 6 modulus 3 is 0. 0 not equals to 0. This condition is false. You exit from here. And now come to this. Sir, j modulus 3 equals to 0 है? Yes, sir. J is 9. J is 9, बच्चे. 9 modulus 3 equals to 0 है? Yes, sir. 9 modulus 3 remainder is 0. 0 equals to 0. This condition is true. And then, sir, this break is executed. Understood? This break, this condition is true. This break is executed. You exit from this one and print I plus j. So here, sir, what is I and what is j? Sir, j is 9. Sir, I is 6. Understood? So print I plus j. Sir, I is 6 and j is what, sir? J is 9. So the output is 15. So 15 is the output for this question. All right. Uddhav, 14 आ रहा है? 15, not 14. 6 plus 9 is 15, not 14. Yes. Now, student, tell me what is the right answer for this question? Yes, everyone give correct answer for this question. No problem. Yes, rest of all student, everyone news buster, where are you? Lucky, where are you? This type of question ask in gate exam बच्चे. इस तरह के क्वेश्चन गेट एग्जाम में आते हैं, सही आंसर रिप्लाई करिए. इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आपको गेट एग्जाम में मिलेंगे बच्चे. So what is the right answer for this question? The value of I vary from sir 2 to 4. The value of I is 2, 3, 4 बच्चे. Value of I is 2, 3, 4. Now initially x is what, sir? 0. Okay. So I in the range 2 to 5. So if I is 2, student, if first I is 2, then j in range 1 to I, then j in range 1 to I means what, sir? I is 2. So j, what is the possible value of j? Sir, j in range function only 1, student. So j only 1 range function. So if j is 1, so x equals to x plus j say it will be, sir, what, sir? 1. X modulus 3 equals to 0 hai. Sir, x modulus 3 no is not equals to 0. This condition is false. So if this condition is false, right, this then again go to here. Okay. Now for j in the range, this is completely iterate. Again go to here, right? And now I equals to 3. For j in the range, sir, what are the possibility for j? Sir, 1, 2, 3. So range means j it could be 1 and 2 times. J for 1 ke liye, j for 2 ke liye, 2 values. If j is 1, student, x equals to x plus j, so it will be what, sir? 2, 1 plus this 1. And 2 modulus 3 equals to 0. No, this condition is false, student. This condition is false. Okay, so again false. You enter here and j equals to next 2. If j equals to 2, x equals to x plus j, 2 plus 2, it will be what, sir? Sir, 4. Okay, 4 modulus 3 equals to 0 hai. No, this condition is again false. So again false. Then again go to this. So this is completely iterate and again go to this outer loop and I equals to 4. If I equals to 4, j equals to 1, 2, 3. If j equals to 1, if j equals to 1, then iterate for j equals to 1, iterate for j equals to x plus j. So this is 5. Okay, 5 modulus 3 equals to 0 hai. No, sir, condition false hai. Again go to this one. So j equals to 2. Sir, j equals to 2, x equals to x plus j. So this is what is 7. 7 modulus 3 equals to 0 hai. No, sir, condition false. Again go to this one. So j equals to what, sir? 3. So x equals to x plus j. So it will be what is 10. Sir, 10 modulus 3 equals to 0 hai? No, sir. Again go to this one. Again go to this one. So completely iterate. Outer loop. Exit from outer loop. So you exit from this outer loop. Okay. So after complete iteration के बाद you come at this position and print x. Okay. Yes, 10 is the right answer. Yes, your answer is correct था बच्चे. So now what is the answer for this one, student? Yes, student. What is the right answer for this one? बच्चे इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आपको गेट एग्जाम में मिलेंगे. Such type of question asked in gate exam. Okay. Now क्या आंसर है इसका? Newsbuster, you are very fast, very good. So what are the possible value for I student? I equals to 3 to 6 का मतलब 3 to 5, 3 4 5. Okay. Initially result equals to what? Initially result equals to 1 दिया गया है, right? So first I equals to for loop I equals to 3, result equals to result into I. Sir, result equals to result into I, so 1 into 3 is 3. Okay. For j in the range 2 to I, so for j in the range, what are the loop for j in the range 2 to I? Sir, 2 to 3. Sir, what are the possibility for j? J is 2 in 2 to 3. Okay. If only for j equals to 2 के लिए, if I modulus j equals to 0 है, sir, what is I? I is 3 student. I is 3. Understood? So check one condition, sir. I modulus j यानी कि 3 modulus what is j? Sir, j is 2 equals to 0 है. No, this condition is false. If this condition is false, then result equals to result minus j. This code not executed, student. Okay. So after this line, this is false. You come at this position because this condition is false. Okay. If you completely iterate over, then you come at this position. Okay. So I in the range 3 to 6. Now I is 4. Sir, if I is 4, then result equals to result into I. Sir, 4 into 3, this is 12. Okay. J, the possibility of j is, sir, 2 to I is 4. So j possibility 2 and 3. What j? J is 2 comma 3. Okay, fine. Now check first j2. I is 4 and j is 2. Sir, first check this condition. Sir, I is what, student? 4. 4 modulus 2. Sir, j, first j is what? I am taking j equals to 2. So 4 modulus 2 equals to 0. This condition is true. Sir, if this condition is true, then what you have to do? Sir, result equals to result minus j. Then result equals to result minus j. So result equals to result minus j. What is j? J is 2. So it will be what, student? Sir, 10. Right? Next, j equals to 3. If j equals to 3, I modulus j. I is 4. 4 modulus 3 equals to 0. No, this condition is false, student. So if this is false, then after this, sir, completely iterate, j complete iterate. Okay. So now go to outer loop and take I equals to 5. So first I equals to 5, then result equals to result into I. So result equals to result into I, it will be 50. Okay. J in the range 2 to I. J in the range 2 to what, sir? What is the value of I? I is 5. So what are the possibility for J? J is 2, sir, 3 and 4. Okay. So check first condition. I modulus J. This condition is student. I कितना है बच्चे? Sir, 5. 5 modulus J means equals to 0. This is false. Right. Similarly, next for j equals to 3, sir, 5 modulus 3 equals to 0. This is again false, student. Okay. Now next 5 modulus 4. This is again false, student. Right, again false, then no subtract operation. Finally, this loop is completely iterate, j completely iterate. Now go to this outer loop, I completely iterate. So what is the answer? So what you will get, student? Finally, you will get, sir, 50. So 50 is the answer for this question, student. Okay. So this is the answer. In this way, you can solve this type of question. Okay. $50 is the answer for this question, student. So what is the answer for this one, student? So try yourself. Homework hai. This is your homework question. So try it at your home. Now what about this student? यस, इसको यहीं क्लास में जो सॉल्व करो. Count 0, I in the range 5 0 minus 1 for j in the range I 0 minus 1, I plus j equals to 5, count plus equals to 1, break else count plus equals to I into j, print count. ओके, इसको अभी सॉल्व करो, आंसर रिप्लाई करो. आप 1 से 2 मिनट ले लीजिए. यू कैन टेक 1 or 2 minutes एंड रिप्लाई करेक्ट आंसर इन फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट स्टूडेंट. ओके, बस बच्चे ब्रेक ही है आई थिंक. थोड़ी देर रुक जाइए, 10 मिनट में ब्रेक कर दूंगा, क्लास एंड कर दूंगा आज की. RXU. अभी 10 मिनट में ब्रेक कर दूंगा, राइट? 10 से 15 मिनट में अब ब्रेक हो जाएगा, क्लास एंड हो जाएगी. सो इसको कंटिन्यूशन में कर लेते हैं. देते हैं ब्रेक, लेकिन पढ़ाने में भूल जाते हैं. ब्रेक देते हैं बच्चे, लेकिन जब फ्लो बनता है ना, स्टार्टिंग के कुछ टाइम में तो आप वार्म अप होता है, उसके बाद फ्लो बनता है, तो ब्रेक का याद नहीं रहता है. आप लोग बता दिया करिए, जब आपको ब्रेक चाहिए तो आप लोग बता दीजिए. लूंगा, न्यूज़ बस्टर प्रैक्टिस सेशन भी लूंगा. न्यूज़ बस्टर प्रैक्टिस सेशन भी होगा, मैराथन भी होगा, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस डिस्कशन भी होगा, सब कुछ होगा. अभी तो क्रैश कोर्स है. क्रैश कोर्स हियर वी आर डिस्कसिंग जस्ट ओनली फॉर इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट स्टूडेंट, राइट? इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. आफ्टर दिस, इसके बाद सारा PYQ डिस्कशन एंड प्रैक्टिस सेशन, ओके, एंड मैराथन क्लासेस, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन, फार्मूला डिस्कशन, सब कुछ होगा बच्चे. आप बस कनेक्ट बने रहो. अब कनेक्ट रहिए आप, और अपने दोस्तों को बताइए. क्लास अगर आपको अच्छी लग रही है तो आप अपने फ्रेंड्स को सर्कुलेट करिए, उन्हें बताइए. यस, सब होगा, सब अब यूट्यूब पे होगा सब. यस, उद्धव ने बोल दिया, चिंता मत करो. 100%. बच्चे, आप 100% आप बिलीव करिए, पाइथन में आपका कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं हम छोड़ेंगे जिससे गेट में क्वेश्चंस मतलब आने के चांसेस होंगे. ओके, सारे कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस करेंगे यहीं पे. ओके, आप बिलीव करिए, आफ्टर पूरे लेक्चर देखने के बाद आपको फील होगा कि यस, बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाया सर ने, राइट? तो आप कनेक्ट रहें, अपने दोस्तों को बता दें, अपने फ्रेंड्स को बता दें. जिन लोगों को गेट DA की प्रिपरेशन करनी है वो GFG के गेट यूट्यूब चैनल से, इंग्लिश चैनल से जुड़ जाएं, राइट? सारे सब्जेक्ट्स की क्लासेस होंगी, सारे ही टीचर काफ़ी एक्सपर्ट टीचर हैं। ओके, अगर आप ये क्रैश कोर्स कर लेते हैं लास्ट मोमेंट पे तो आराम से आप 60 to 70 मार्क्स ला सकते हैं, राइट। अगर आपकी और भी तैयारी है तो आप 80-90 मार्क्स भी ला सकते हो। ओके, सो आंसर इज न्यूज बस्टर। ओके फाइन। यस उद्धव, एवरीथिंग, सब कुछ होगा। सो RXU, what is your answer? So count equals to 0, student. Here this count equals to 0. And for I in the range 5, 0, minus 1. So I in the range 5, 0, minus 1. Sir, what is the meaning of this one, student? It start from 5 and goes up to 1. 0 is not included because this is excluded. Stop hai. So I is 5, sir, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. For j in the range, this one. If I is 5, then j in the range, sir, 5, 0, minus 1, same here. So j equals to what, student? J equals to also 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why, sir, j equals to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Just look this code, student. If I is 5, then 5, 0, minus 1. Sir, what is the meaning of this range sequence? J is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 stop. ये इस पे नहीं जाएगा. This is stop. Okay. Now, sir, if j equals to 5, first choose j equals to 5, then I plus j equals to 5 है क्या? I plus j is 10, student. This is 10, understood. So this condition is false. If this condition is false, then this part not executed, student. Go to else part, and else part equals to us, count equals to count plus I into j. Sir, what is I into j? 25. 25 plus this one, so this is 25. Okay. And after this statement, you go to this inner loop, right, for next iteration. So j equals to 4. Sir, j equals to 4, I plus j. Sir, 5 plus 4 is 5. No, this again condition false. Count equals to count plus I into j. Sir, I into j. Sir, 5 into 4. 5 into 4 is 20. 20 add here 20, so it will be 45. Okay. Again go to this one. Now choose I equals to 3. J equals to 3. If j equals to 3, then 5 plus 3 equals to 8. 5, no, 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 not equals to 5. Condition false. Again count equals to count plus I into j. So I into j is this 15. 15 add here 15. So this is 60, student. Okay. Now next j equals to 2. Now next j equals to 2. Sir, I is 5, j is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. This condition again false. Count equals to count plus I into j. Sir, 5 into 2 is 10. So 10, this is 70. Okay. Now j is 1. So I plus j, 5 plus 1 equals to 5, 5 plus 1 equals 6 not equals to 5. This condition again false. Else part execute hua. Sir, 5 into 1, 5 into 1 is 5. So add 5 here. This is 75. Okay. This is 75. So inner loop completely iterate for I equals to 5. Now go to outer loop. And then after this, you completely iterate and go to this outer loop, and I equals to 4. If I equals to 4, 4, 0, minus 1, what is the meaning of this 4, 0, minus 1? What is the meaning of this, student? Then j equals to, sir, 4, 3, sir, 2, 1. So, sir, if I equals to, if I equals to 4 हो गया बच्चे अब. Now I equals to 4 and j equals to 4. Is 4 plus 4 is 5? No. Again, sir, काउंट इक्वल्स टू काउंट प्लस आई इंटू जे. सर 4 इंटू 4 कितना होगा? 16 होगा. सर पैटर्न क्लियर हुआ ना बच्चे? 4 प्लस 3 इज 7, अगेन फॉल्स, सो 12 ऐड हो जाएगा. सर 4 प्लस 2 इज 6, अगेन सर 4 प्लस 2 इज 6, सर देन ऐड हो जाएगा, सर 8 ऐड हो जाएगा, 4 इंटू 2. सर 4 प्लस 1, दिस इज 5. सो इन दिस केस इफ इट इज 5, दिस कंडीशन ट्रू, काउंट इक्वल्स टू काउंट प्लस 1 क्या होगा? सर 1 होगा. सो ये पूरा इटरेट हो गया. फिर उसके बाद आउटर लूप जाएगा बच्चे. फिर आउटर लूप में j इक्वल्स टू 3, 2, 1. सो j इक्वल टू 3 to 1, i 3 j 3, i प्लस 3, 3 प्लस 3 कंडीशन फॉल्स, मल्टीप्लाई सर क्या ऐड होगा, सर 9 ऐड होगा, फिर दिस इज 2, सर 3 प्लस 2 इज 5 कंडीशन ट्रू, सो क्या होगा, काउंट इक्वल टू काउंट प्लस 1, सो काउंट इक्वल टू काउंट प्लस 1 से कितना हो जाएगा, प्लस 1 ऐड हो जाएगा, और ब्रेक के बाद इनर लूप से बाहर निकल जाएंगे बच्चे, ब्रेक के बाद इनर लूप से बाहर निकल जाएंगे। कहीं गलती तो नहीं की? ओके, ब्रेक के बाद बाहर निकल गए, तो फिर इस पे आ गए बच्चे। सो अब j इक्वल टू 2 1, सो i2 कंडीशन फॉल्स है, मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा सर 2 इंटू 2, ओके, फिर मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, फिर कितना आ जाएगा सर 2 आ जाएगा, सर फिर 1, सो j इक्वल टू 1 4 2, इसके लिए कंडीशन फॉल्स, तो 1 इंटू 1 इज़ 1, तो ये रिजल्ट हो जाएगा बच्चे। इसको सम कर लेना जरा, क्या आ रहा है। इफ़ यू सम ऑफ ऑल दिस, यहाँ तक तो मैंने अपडेट कर दिया था, इसके बाद अपडेट नहीं किया है, तो आप इसे अपडेट, यहाँ तक तो अपडेटेड है बच्चे, ये इसको सम करेंगे तो देखो क्या आ रहा है, क्या 129 आ रहा है सभी का। 130 आ रहा है, 129 आ रहा है बच्चे, कहीं कोई मिस्टेक कर दी आपने। वन ट्वेंटी नाइन ही आएगा, कहीं कोई मिस्टेक है देख लीजिए। सो बच्चे नाउ दिस इज होमवर्क, ट्राई at your home, right? This is homework for your practice, okay? Now pass statement, student. pass statement is a null pass statement is a null operation. It does nothing when executed बच्चे। pass statement क्या है? pass statement is null operation. pass statement is a null operation. Okay, it does nothing when executed. Okay, it does nothing when executed बच्चे। It's mainly used as a placeholder. It's mainly used as a placeholder where code is syntactically required. Where code is syntactically required. Sir, when we will use pass statement? Sir, when we will use pass statement? When to use pass student? Empty function or classes. empty function or empty classes. This is for future code, student. For future code, empty loops, empty loops, when a statement is required but no action needed. When a statement is required when a statement is required but no action needed. Okay. Sir, there is a request. Can you inform Parser to upload a notes, please? Definitely, definitely, Newsbuster. After class, I will inform. Okay, don't worry. When a statement is required but no action needed, in this all cases, student, we will use sir pass. Sir, pass statement is a null operation, bache. It does nothing when executed. It's mainly used as a placeholder where code is syntactically required. When to use pass, sir? Empty functions or classes for future code. Sir, empty loops, empty loops. When a statement is required but no action needed, then you can use pass statement. Okay. For example, this is the function, bache. You are defining this function, my fun. But I want to implement this function later, student. So can I blank this? Can I write like this, student? Can I write like this? Yes, everyone reply. Sir, empty function definition, this is not allowed. It generate error, student. Because here, right now, I don't have logic to write the code for this, student. I want to write this code in future. Understood, student? I am not understanding what code to write right now, right? I will write it in the future when it comes. Understood, student? Sir, define my fun in the body of this function, bache. Right now, I am not understanding what code to write, student. Okay. I want to write this in future, right? I will write it in future when it comes. So can I blank here? Can I just blank here? No, you cannot blank it, student. You cannot leave it blank. You cannot leave it blank because it will cause an error, student, right? This is syntax error. So for removing this syntax error, we can use pass statement, student. So you can write here pass. You can write here pass. Now this is valid, student. Will implement later. You can Now you can implement later, no problem. My class, sir, again, this is a class. My class, this is a class, but you are not defining the member function and methods like this. So you can, this is error. So for removing this error, you can write here pass. Okay. For I in the range 5, sir, you cannot blank it. This is a syntax error, student. You cannot blank it, student. Okay. So what should I do for this, student? You can write here pass. So you can write pass, student, right? This is a placeholder for future logic. This is a placeholder for future logic. Understood, student? Now another example. X equals to 10. If x greater than 5, x greater than 5, I want to blank this code right now, else can I write like this, student? Sir, if this condition is true, but sir, right now I'm not able to write this code, student, right? So I want to write in future. So can I blank it, student? No, this is error. Sir, how we can remove, sir, this error? So this is what, sir? It is a placeholder. Pass is a placeholder where code is syntactically required. So you can write here pass, student. So you can write here pass. It is just like अंताक्षरी बच्चे जब अंताक्षरी खेलते हैं ना, कोई सॉन्ग नहीं आता है तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? पास पास. सो वही पास है बच्चे, ये वही पास है बच्चे, राइट? अंताक्षरी खेलते हैं ना, कोई गाना नहीं आया तो हम क्या कर देते हैं? पास कर देते हैं. वेरी सिंपल. एरर क्यों बताएंगे सर? डिसीजन पेंडिंग. Okay. So this is the use of pass, बच्चे. Okay. So what is the output of this, student? बच्चे अगर ये नहीं लिखा जाए तो क्या होगा इसमें? व्हाट इज द आउटपुट ऑफ दिस कोड? बोलो भाई. Sir, what is the output of this code? Sir, here syntax code is required, student. You cannot blank it. This is a syntax error. Sir, how we can remove this? How we can remove this error, student? So for this, you can use this pass keyword. Okay. So now tell me what is the output of this? So my dear student, this is 1 to 91 है ना, तो 1 to 90 एंड आई मॉडुलस 9 इक्वल्स टू 0 है तो प्रिंट आई कर दीजिए, अदरवाइज पास कर दीजिए. आई मॉडुलस 9 इक्वल्स टू 0 है, अगर वो 0 है तो प्रिंट कर दो, एल्स सर क्या सर पास कर दो उसको. तो 0 से 9 से डिविजल सारे नंबर आ जाएंगे बच्चे. 9 से डिविजल क्या क्या है वो प्रिंट हो जाएगा. वेरी सिंपल. Sir, 9, 18. So this is the answer. All right. So, but your match is not important. Match statement not important for gate. Okay. जनरली जो गेट में क्वेश्चंस आए हुए हैं वो इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस बच्चे ये क्वेश्चंस राइट दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन आस्क इन गेट एग्जाम ओके नेस्टेड लूप ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू मैच इज़ नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज पाइथन पहले मैच को सपोर्ट नहीं करता था सो ये बच्चे होमवर्क आपको करना है राइट इफ़ यू फेस एनी प्रॉब्लम यू कैन आस्क मी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट सो दैट्स ऑल इन टुडे क्लास okay if you have any doubt you can ask me okay so next class में हम लोग मिलते हैं okay all the best bye bye take care see you again